Hello, everyone. Welcome to your Monday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host this evening. Hello there. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you're doing well out there. Anyone who was affected by the hurricane over the weekend, hope everything is okay. Let us know, Nando, if you're here, want to hear how things are going for all of you. Also, happy October, everyone. Can you believe it is already October? I'm all about it. I love October. It's one of the best months of the year, in my opinion. We get some spooky stuff coming your way in the next few weeks. I am pumped for it. And you can come over and play the quiz with us here tonight. This is a fully interactive virtual pub quiz. And here's where you can get your answer sheet. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. If you're just finding out that this quiz exists right now, you're welcome to come play with us. You do not have to be a part of the league in order to participate in tonight's game, though we encourage you to sign up for the league if you're interested. Currently, it is our third week of our league season. And what it means to be a part of the league is that we keep track of your score for you every time you play, and you can see how your scores stack up against the other league teams week to week by looking at your standings at nyctrivialeague.com/standings. So that's if you want to be in the league. You also don't have to, and you can just play super casually here tonight by coming to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in an email address and a team name, of course, and then let us know if you're in the league or not. And then click that button that says sign me up to play. Then you will officially be joining our quiz tonight. We're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Each round is in a different category. Rounds 1, 2, and 3 are question and answer style categories. And our fourth and final round of the evening, it's a picture round. All of our rounds are going to have 10 questions in them, and I am going to be your guide through these questions tonight. As I ask a question, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet. So you will be able to see the questions I'm asking. Some of them will have multiple choice options. The vast majority of your questions tonight are going to be short answer. So enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then please make sure you click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Always keep an eye out for that countdown timer, and be careful. You got to click that submit answers button in time. But do not worry if you spell something incorrectly. We do have a system in place to handle such things. The wonderful Trivia Peter is working behind the scenes here tonight. And if you deserve to get a point, he will see to it that you get that point. Thank you, Peter. We appreciate you. If you're just joining us, hi there. Welcome. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host tonight. And this is where you can get your team signed up for the game. Quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Fill out those 3 items we're looking for. Click that join game button. Our fourth and final category of the evening, that picture round, is going to function a little bit differently than rounds 1 through 3, and I will talk you through the specifics when we get to that point of the game. We will close out tonight's quiz with a tiebreaker question, and at which point we're going to find out who our big winners are this evening. All right, I do have 2 rules before we officially get started with round number 1. Rule number 1, please don't cheat. There's no cheating in this game. If you're wondering what constitutes cheating, it means looking the answers up in any way, shape, or form. We are not interested in what you're capable of Googling or looking up in an encyclopedia. That is not the point of the quiz. We want to find out what you know. So please play fairly, keep it fun for yourself and for everyone else. Rule number 2, kindly refrain from giving away the answers in the chat. Really, that is it. Outside of those 2 items, let's have a great time with the game here tonight. Thank you for abiding by those two simple rules. And we're getting into our first round of the evening. It is your last call to get signed up for the quiz before the game gets started. Quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in that team name, email address. Let us know if you're in the league, and you're going to be joining 33 elite trivia teams from across the country, perhaps across the world, from Team Cockroach down to Teeny Boys. Welcome to tonight's quiz. I wish all of you good luck. Let's do it. Our first category of the evening, we're talking all about, oh my goodness, the letter O is your key for this round. The letter O will pop up in all of your answers prominently. Let's do it. Round one, question number one. What regulatory agency of the Department of Labor that deals with workplace safety conditions was established when President Richard Nixon signed it into law on December 29th, 1970? Please name that agency. The long way to say this agency, which would get you a point here, is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. The way that I've always heard it is OSHA. OSHA, your correct response for number one. We got that O placed nice and prominently in that word. Hope you got it. 83% coming in with a correct response. Here is our second question of the night. What Middle Eastern country that shares borders with Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Yemen is situated on the southeast coast of the Arabian Peninsula and spans the mouth of the Persian Gulf? Name that country. I have an answer for you all. That Middle Eastern country is Oman. Your correct answer for number two. Our third question in this oh my goodness round. Mekhi Phifer starred in what 2001 teenage drama based on a Shakespeare play that featured Julia Stiles as the character Desi? Julia Stiles, kind of the go-to for Shakespeare adaptations of that era. She was in 10 Things I Hate About You, which was an adaptation of Taming of the Shrew, but she played Desi, short for Desdemona, in Oh, is your answer, as in Othello. Mekhi Phifer played Odin James. All right. Hope you got that one. A one letter answer. Beautiful. 78% got it right. Here is our third, or rather, our fourth question of round number one. In the NATO phonetic alphabet, what code word is currently used to represent the letter O? I have an answer for you all. O in the NATO phonetic alphabet is Oscar. Your correct answer, Oscar. Hope you got that one. 58% got that one correct. A pretty tough question. Our hardest one thus far. Let's see how you do on number five. Julia Garner recently won a Primetime Emmy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her work on what Netflix drama series? That Netflix drama series for which Julia Garner won an Emmy, I believe for the third time, definitely twice, maybe third. It's Ozark, Marty fucking Bird. Ozark, your correct response for number five. Our sixth question of the night. What word is a branch of physical science that studies the traits and characteristics of light? This word, when used in a cultural sense, means a way that a situation or event is perceived by the public. What's that word? That branch of physical science and word that in a cultural sense means a way that an event is perceived is called optics. Optics is what we were looking for. If you put something similar to that, I'm sure Peter's going to make sure you get that point. 81% of you coming in with the correct response. Our seventh question of round number one, American broadcaster Herbert Morrison uttered what famous quote as he described the crash of the Hindenburg in 1937? What did he say? What was that quote? And don't forget the theme. That airship class vessel, the Hindenburg, it exploded, and Herbert Morrison said, "Oh, the humanity." Your correct response for number seven. Oh, the humanity. Our eighth question of this round. What lead singer of the band the Yeah Yeah Yeahs was tapped to compose original music for the soundtrack of the live action movie adaptation of the children's book Where the Wild Things Are? Please name that lead singer. The lead singer for the Yeah Yeah Yeahs is Karen O. There we have that O. Karen O. Your correct response for number eight. Two more questions in this O themed round. Here's number 9. What shield volcano, located on Mars, is the tallest known mountain and volcano in our solar system, measuring over 13 miles tall, and it covers roughly the land area of Poland? What's the name of that shield volcano? I suspect that this one is one of the more difficult questions of this round, maybe of the evening, but I hope a few of you at least knew that the correct answer here is Olympus Mons. Olympus Mons. For some other context about just how big that shield volcano is, it's the size of Arizona, and it's 2.5 times the height of Mount Everest. Olympus Mons. 58% of you got it right. Well done. Our final question of round number 1. In 2000's Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? 3 prison escapees chart their way through the Depression era South in a story based on what epic poem written by the Greek poet Homer? That epic by Homer is the Odyssey. Your correct response for number 10. That brings us to the end of round number 1. Hope it's going well for you all out there. 92% of you got that one correct. One of our higher scores for the evening. Let's call it an almost social. Here is where you stand one round into the quiz. We've got a huge tie in 6th place with 9 points. I'm going to skip those because there are so many of you right now, but you're doing great. Tied for first right now, we have 5 teams that have perfect scores. Those teams, We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, and 69, DBPP, and Marvel Cinematic Booniverse. Love it. You're in the spirit. It's beautiful. Well played. We've got 3 rounds left in tonight's quiz. So if you're not currently in that top bunch, do not worry. Things can change. Before we get into round number 2, we do private events with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America, and we would absolutely love to work with you. You can reach out to me, Meredith, at nyctrivialeague.com, and we'll get talking about setting up the perfect event just for you, whether it's something personal like a birthday party or something corporate. We'd love to be a part of it. We do virtual events, in-person events, and as you can see, all kinds of offerings. We're here to customize things to your liking. One more time, reach out to me, Meredith, at nyctrivialeague.com. Our second round of the night, we're talking all about before and after. It's a wordplay round, everybody. Here we go. In this round, each clue will describe an imaginary scenario that will have 2 parts. The 2 things being described in the clue will share a word or part of a word in common. Your answer will be a mashup of the first thing and the second thing that are described. A note for you all, the clues are always given in the same order that the words will appear in the answer. Also, the spelling is always going to be the same between the linking word or syllable, but the pronunciation may be different. Hey, It could happen. I do have an example for you all to kick us off. This one worth 0 points. Here it is to get you all in the swing of things. This host of The Daily Show is leaving after 7 years, and he is taking the correspondents with him two by two. Your answer for this example, that once again wasn't worth any points, but I hope you figured out it is Trevor Noah's Ark. Trevor Noah's Ark is the mashup that we had in mind here. Let's do it, everybody. I wish you luck on this before and after round. Here is our first one that is worth points. This actor is bringing back a character that he had previously announced he was no longer going to be playing in Deadpool 3. And maybe after that, he will return to Broadway as Don Quixote in this musical. The character had a beautiful send off in the movie Logan, and it seemed like it should be done. But Hugh Jackman is coming back in Deadpool 3, and maybe he's going to be on Broadway after that in Man of La Mancha. We're looking for Hugh Jackman of La Mancha. Your correct response for number two. Getting the hang of it out there, 61% of you got that one correct. Our third question of this round. There are 11 here since we had that example. Here we go. This NBA player bought a pickleball team, and the crystal flute of this former US president was played by Lizzo. Not particularly related, this one, but let's see if you can figure out that before and after mashup. That NBA player, he did buy the team with a couple of other NBA players, but the one who's been in the headlines is LeBron James. And that flute was James Madison. So we've got LeBron James Madison. Your correct response for number three. Our fourth question of this round. This time travel TV series from the 1980s is back, now starring Raymond Lee. And he keeps traveling to February 29th in different years. There is a new version of Quantum Leap. And that second part describes a leap day, quantum leap day, or leap year, acceptable as well. Though we did say the word year in the clue, we'll take it. Our next question here, number 5. This 2022 movie, pardon me, yeah, that's right. This 2022 movie depicts the Agoge warriors of Dahomey, and this non binary singer of Talia is a fan of the movie. If you follow me on Instagram, you knew that at some point this evening, King Princess was going to come up. King Princess is your second part here. It is the woman, King Princess, your correct response. Follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith. I give away a hint every time we bring you a new quiz. I will give you a rundown of our upcoming schedule, which is a little bit different in a few short moments here. But follow me on Instagram to get that hint. Our sixth question of round number 2. The song Great Balls of Fire by this artist can be heard playing on the track during a Formula 1 race with this driver for Mercedes who's won a record 7 World Drivers' Championship titles. Good luck. Your correct answer for number 6 is Jerry Lee Lewis Hamilton. Jerry Lee Lewis, Lewis Hamilton becomes Jerry Lee Lewis Hamilton. Hope you got it. Let's see how you did. 51% got that one correct. Here is number 7. This Ohio Major League Baseball team has made some changes recently, including teaming up with Peter Quill and crew and going on space adventures. Your correct answer for number 7 is Cleveland Guardians of the Galaxy. Cleveland Guardians of the Galaxy. Starring in Guardians of the Galaxy as the character Nova Prime is none other than Glenn Close. You've been close called, everybody. Hope you got that one right. We've got a few more in this before and after themed round. Hope you're having fun with it. These are so fun for us to put together, so I hope you enjoy playing them. Here's number 8. This drummer for Green Day collaborated with this late Gangsta's Paradise rapper. Your correct answer for number eight is Trey Coolio. Trey Coolio. Also, cheers, RIP to Coolio. Question number nine. The rogue LA narcotics officer Alonzo did a ride along with rookie Jake in this 2001 movie. But what they didn't reveal is that they were actually hunting vampires like Jamie Foxx and Dave Franco's characters in a 2022 movie. Your correct answer for number nine is Training Day Shift. Training Day meets Day Shift. Your correct response for number nine. Hope you've heard of that movie Day Shift. It's a fairly new one. It's supposed to be pretty fun. It's on Netflix. Maybe check it out. 28% of you got that one correct. I think our toughest question of the night thus far. We'll see if we can out womp womp that one. Maybe this next one's going to do it. I don't know. Here we go. Number 10. This Norwegian chess grandmaster accused his opponent of cheating and forfeited a match after one move, and is now spending his time reading this Jane Austen novel with protagonist Eleanor Dashwood. I think a pretty tough one. Hopefully, you've been following this news story and you know, I believe, the Norwegian spelling of his last name. It is Magnus Carlsen Sensibility. Magnus Carlsen meets Sense and Sensibility. Your answer for number 10. We've got one more of these left to go. Then we're moving on to something completely different. 31% of you got that one right. Better than that last one with training day shift. Here's our final question of this round. Visit AMC to see Nicole Kidman tell you that this feels good in a place like this, especially if you're seeing the movie adaptation of the fourth Twilight book. Nicole Kidman says that heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Supposedly, there's a sequel coming to that intro. And yes, Avis and Bobo, we have seen that SNL skit that references this opener. But what we're looking for here is Heartbreaking Dawn. Heartbreaking Dawn, your correct response for number 11. Let's see how you did. Ooh, another toughie here. 23% of you got it right. Oof, tough. We're going to get into our third round in just a moment here. I do very much hope that you enjoyed playing this round, even if there were a couple of difficult moments. Let's see how our teams are doing so far. 2 rounds into the quiz, 2 rounds to go. We currently have a tie in sixth place with 17 points. The Rubber Yolks, So Jay-Z's Hall Passes Chris Gaines, Watered Down Gravy, Pieced It Together, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and Avis and Bobo. A tie for fourth with 18, the Helsinki Syndrome and the Blue Shells. And a 3-way tie for that top spot. No one has a perfect score right now. 19 out of a possible 20 points. We drink and we know things 12, 17, and 69. All right, round 3 coming up in one moment. First, I want to alert you all to our upcoming schedule. Tonight, as you can see, because you're here right now, we do have a game. But coming up on Wednesday, there is not going to be a virtual trivia night. The movie quiz is also not happening this week. We will miss you all very much, but we got some personal stuff that's taking us away from our computers for a moment or two here. Hope you all can understand and that you'll join us for our next quiz, which is not going to be Monday either, but we will be back the following Wednesday. So Wednesday, October 12th, right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. And I believe the movie quiz is coming back that night as well, immediately after our quiz. So we hope that you'll join us on Wednesday, the 12th, our next quiz after this. Let's get into our third category of the evening. We're talking all about art. Art is the theme. 10 questions in this theme, and then we've got the picture round to close out the game. Here's round 3, question number 1. The Night Watch by Rembrandt and The Milkmaid by Johannes Vermeer are some of the paintings found in the Rijksmuseum, which is located in what European country? Where is the Rijksmuseum? The Rijksmuseum, also home to the Vincent van Gogh Museum. It's the Netherlands. The Netherlands, your correct response for number 1. Our second question in our art themed round: on which of the following materials is the art form scrimshaw normally found? Multiple choice. Scrimshaw is an etching method typically found on whalebone, is your correct answer for number 2. Our third question of this round: depicting the struggles of the Great Depression, Dorothea Lange's iconic 1936 photograph of a vegetable picker, Florence Owens Thompson, was called Migrant what? That famous photograph, I'm sure you'd recognize it if you saw it. It is called Migrant Mother. Migrant Mother, your correct response for number three. Our fourth question in round number three. Rene Magritte's 1929 painting, The Treachery of Images, features a picture of an item with the French phrase, Ceci n'est pas un what item? Peter, I absolutely remember this. John Malkovich recreated a bunch of historical photographs, including Migrant Mother. It was amazing and signature creepy, just a little. Your correct answer for number four. That painting says, Ceci n'est pas une pipe or pipe. This is not a pipe, it says next to a picture of a pipe. It's a representation of a pipe. This question is not a trivia question. It's a representation of one. 46% of you got that one. On to our next one, number five. While the title character of what 1968 movie steals money, the 1999 remake of the same name centers on the theft of Claude Monet's painting San Giorgio Maggiore at Dusk. Name that movie. Your correct response for number five, that movie and its remake, both called The Thomas Crown Affair, is your correct answer for number five. Our sixth question in this round. One of Carel Fabricius's most famous paintings is one depicting what kind of bird? The painting is central to a Pulitzer Prize winning novel written by Donna Tartt in 2013. That bird is a goldfinch. Goldfinch, your correct response for number six. Our seventh question in this art round, currently found in the Neues Museum in Berlin, is a limestone bust of what Egyptian queen and wife of Pharaoh Akhenaten? The bust itself has become a significant cultural symbol for Germany. Name that Egyptian queen. That Egyptian queen is Nefertiti, is your correct response for number seven. Our eighth question in round number three. In 2017, an untitled 1982 painting depicting a black skull by what Brooklyn born artist sold for $110.5 million? One of the most expensive paintings ever purchased. That painting of a black skull was by Jean-Michel Basquiat. Basquiat, your correct response for number eight. Our ninth question of this round. Artist Robert Indiana is perhaps most famous for his image and subsequent sculptures of what four-letter word? These sculptures can be found all over the world, including the corner of West 55th Street and 6th Avenue in New York City. What is that word? That word that you can find as a sculpture is love, Love. That artist has also made big sculptures of the word hope, but at West 55th and 6th Avenue, it says love. I hope you got that. 72% coming in with the correct response. We're on to our final question of round number three. Then we've got that picture round to close out the game. Here is number 10. Surrealist artist Salvador Dali designed the logo for what Spanish lollipop brand founded in 1958, whose name derives from the Spanish word for suck? That lollipop brand is called Chupa Chups, your correct response for number 10. Hope you got that one right. That brings us to the end of round number three. 59% of you got that one correct. Here is where you all stand going into the final round. Our top few teams here tied in seventh place with 26 points. The Rubber Yolks and Pieced It Together tied in fifth with 27. The Helsinki Syndrome and Watered Down Gravy in fourth right now with 28. The Blue Shells. And we've got a three-way tie for first with 29 points. We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, and 69. We shall see if we can stump any of you in this final round and if anyone is going to surpass a We Drink and We Know Things team or if they're going to hold on to that lead in our final category of the evening. Before we get there, at the bottom of your answer sheets tonight, you will find these here tipping widgets. help us out, show us that you like what we're doing in this virtual quiz and that you want to see it continue. Even a small donation means a whole lot to us. Thank you so much to those of you who have donated in the past. And if it's something you're able to do this evening, we'd really appreciate it. So just click on one of those links and enter in a dollar amount, and we'd appreciate it. It just helps us a whole lot and shows us that you like what we're doing. Thank you for being here. Our final category of the evening, the picture round tonight, is all about horror franchises with three or more entries. Oh, you skipped it. I was going to do an audience poll, but we could do that some other time unless Peter wants to go back to it. In this picture round, though, you are going to see 10 images of horror movie franchises, and it's your job to name the movie franchise. Here's an audience poll for you all. You may have noticed we've talked about it a bit in the last few weeks here. We have tried doing the game without the music in the background. So we just wanted to know how you're feeling about it. Do you like having the music in the background? Do you miss it? You want us to bring it back? Let us know. If you like it better without the music, it helps you to talk with your teams better. Let us know that. You got two options there. We'd love to hear from you, and we can go from there in terms of what we do next. All right, that picture round coming at you all momentarily. But first, though, let's see how you feel about this. All right, moment of truth. Do we want the music to come back, or we like it without the music? We like it without the music. Wins. 56% of you saying we're going forward this way. Thank you, Peter, for going back to that question. That is incredibly helpful feedback. Really appreciate it. Okay, everybody, 10 images in this round. Please name the horror movie franchise. And at the end of it, we've got that tiebreaker question to close out our game. Here is number one. Love this moment in this movie. It's the only one in this franchise that I've seen. Anyone out there a fan of the Insidious movie franchise? Insidious, your correct response for number one. Our second image in this round. Ooh, that was a tough one, Insidious. I'm going to call that almost an antisocial. 26% got it right. You're amongst the elite with that knowledge. Name this franchise, number two. Your correct answer for number two. This is the first entry in I Know What You Did Last Summer. Your correct response. I know what you did last summer. Image number three. Please name this horror movie franchise that has three or more installments. Your correct answer for number three, maybe you gathered from the footage from a camera that's actually there. It's Paranormal Activity. These movies, love them, freak me out. Great movies to watch in a theater. 67% of you got that one correct. Here's number four. Please name this horror movie franchise. This guy, known as Pinhead in the Hellraiser movie franchise. Hellraiser, your correct response for number four. Image number five, please name this horror movie franchise. Your correct answer for number five, whether you put The Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, Hannibal, you're going to get that point for number five. Hope you came in with a correct response. Let's see how you did. Five more images to go. 72% of you got that one correct. Pretty good there. Image number six, please name this horror movie franchise. Like your aha, Avis and Bobo feeling good about this one, I hope. Horrifying imagery here. This is from one of the Saw movies. Saw is your answer for number six. Let's hope that's an aha, like I get it, not that you're laughing, because super not funny thing happening to this character here. Our seventh image of this round. Please name this horror movie franchise. I have an answer for you all for number seven. This is a still from one of the Scream movies. Scream is your correct answer for number seven. Image number eight. Please name this horror movie franchise. Another terrifying moment. This one, I think from the third movie in this franchise, it's Final Destination. She gets stuck in a tanning bed, everybody. Look out. Don't go tanning. This is what's going to happen. Image number 9. Please name this horror movie franchise. There is a new one of these in theaters. It's called Halloween Ends. It's the Halloween movie franchise, and we've got one image left to go in this round, after which we have that tiebreaker question to close out our game. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal in placing your response to the tiebreaker is to guess as closely as possible to the correct number. That means you can guess over or under in the event that you're part of a tie. Whoever's closer is going to break that tie. And for our top 15 or so teams, we will figure out what happened with the tiebreakers and post the results on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League as soon as we're able to do so. Here is that final image, then we'll get to the tiebreaker. Name this horror movie franchise. The villain is Leatherface. The franchise is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Your correct answer for number 10. That brings us to the end of this horror movie picture round. Hope you had some fun playing with us here tonight. Let's get to our final question of this evening, the tiebreaker. How much money did the 1991 movie Silence of the Lambs earn at the worldwide box office in total? Place your best guess. At the worldwide box office, The Silence of the Lambs earned 275,726,716. If you were part of a tie, we'll find out how you did with that tiebreaker here. Thank you all again so much for playing here tonight. Let's check out our final scores. Congrats to our top teams this evening. Quickly, though, reminder about our upcoming schedule. There is not going to be a quiz on Wednesday this week, nor is there going to be a quiz on Monday next week, which means we will be back on Wednesday, the 12th of October at 8 o'clock Eastern Time at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Congratulations to these top teams finishing up in 18th place tonight with 30 points. Team Cockroach, the next ulceration, and Team Cockroach tied in 16th with 31. Goo Goo Muck Muck and Bouncy Boys in 15th with 32 points. So Jay-Z's Hall Pass is Chris Gaines. Tied in 10th with 34, The Answerers and Marvel Cinematic Booniverse. Also, new Pope, Swearwolves, and Avis and Bobo. Tied in 8th tonight with 35 points, pieced it together, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Finishing in 7th with 36 points, the Rubber Yolks. In 5th place, tied with 37, the Helsinki Syndrome and Watered Down Gravy. And we're coming in with a 4-way tie for that top spot. No perfect scores here this evening. 38 out of a possible 40 points. Congratulations to the Blue Shells. We Drink and We Know Things 12. We Drink and We Know Things 17. And We Drink and We Know Things 69. Impressive. We will let you know what happened with that tiebreaker and who the actual top team is here this evening very shortly. Thank you all again. I've been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. We will be back on Wednesday next week, the 12th. Thank you so much, Peter, for keeping things running behind the scenes here this evening. Thank you, Cullen, for making this quiz possible. And thank you to Mur for creating the software that you all are playing the quiz on this evening. It's been a pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you real soon. Congrats again to those top teams. Good night, everyone.